As someone who keeps pretty much all of my clothes and doesn't buy a lot of new stuff, I want a change. Fashion and style is such a fun medium, something that I feel like I neglect sometimes. Also, by the way, if I'm talking a little weird, I went to the dentist today and my face is still numb. Anyway, I decided to change up my wardrobe a bit and also make a video about it at the same time because why not? It's fun. And hopefully it can inspire you if you are like me and honestly love fashion, but you just don't know where to start, or you just haven't done it. Maybe this will be inspiring to you. Some of the main reasons that motivated me to do this in the first place was, number one, I'm going on a trip to somewhere in Europe next month. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. It's in next month. And I wanted to have a few more outfit options that I feel like will fit that. Number two is just that when I dress better, I am always happier. Just a fact. Number three, I'm absolutely tired of having clothes I don't like. So we're gonna work on that. Number four, I am wanting to expand my style, so I'm gonna probably search for some pieces that are a bit outside of my comfort zone. And then number five is just that it's genuinely so fun. By the way, I'm gonna do a price breakdown at the end of this video in case you're curious on how much I spent on this, because I always find that that's interesting. So yeah, that'll be near the end of this video. First things first is clearing out my old wardrobe. Alright, so I've set the mood, and now I am going to be using the KonMari method to decide what I should get rid of and what I should keep. You guys probably have heard of KonMari. She's the one that wrote the book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. She also has a Netflix show. There's a lot that goes into the KonMari method, but the main thing is that you sort things by category, where like most organizing methods are done by location, but the way that KonMari does it is to do it by category. So I'm doing the broad category of clothing, and then I have organized my clothes by what category they fall into. The other big thing is that you're supposed to sort things, you're supposed to hold each piece in your hand and feel if it sparks joy or not. If it does, you keep it. If it doesn't, you get rid of it. I have a feeling I'm gonna be getting rid of tons of stuff based on that. I'm also not a KonMari like purist. I might keep some things that don't necessarily fully spark joy, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be ruthless or not. So we have, on my bed, I have sorted things into piles. There's my long sleeve, short sleeve, hoodies, shorts are back there, pants, long sleeve or cover-ups, workout stuff or pajama type things are over there. And then over here, things that were hung up. So I have jackets, I have dresses, and I have like pants that are hung up. I'm sure there's also some type of order that you're supposed to do the categories within the overall category. I don't know what those are. I'm not super duper knowledgeable on how KonMari works, but this is what we're gonna do. Actually, I just remembered I have clothing in the dryer, so I gotta wait until that gets done, and then I will bring it here to add. So, one moment. I'm back. Oops. Let me sort this stuff really quickly. Alright, that's all sorted. And now I'm gonna get to sorting through these one at a time, then we'll go from there. Partly I'm nervous because I might just get rid of everything I own, and partly I'm nervous because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, like, I want to end this with things I only like. Another rule, I don't know if it's actually a rule, I think it is, but you're not supposed to like listen to anything, especially anything that will change the emotion that you have associated with things. You're supposed to be able to be fully present and fully feel everything.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road.
This is like plain black button up. Seems like, oh yeah, reasonable, you just keep it. But this was something I had to wear to work all the time when I was a waitress, and I don't want it. That is gonna be a not keep. It does not spark joy.
And we get one chance, you will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause
Okay, I'm done with this pile that was on the bed. So this is my keep pile, and these are my keeps. I kept like every single hoodie. I got rid of one hoodie. And some of these are duplicates of the same hoodie, just different sizes. The pile that I put over here is my maybe pile. And I'm kind of disappointed by how big the maybe pile is, but I think after I get done with everything, I'll go back through the maybe pile and then we'll see. But I've gotten rid of one basket of stuff, so that's good.
singing from the top of our lungs, dancing by the lakeside.
fundraiser to help me. And KonMari, are you supposed to have people help you? No. So this pile here, that pile there. Well, for one, I saved all my hoodies, even though there's duplicates of the same kind. 3 hoodies that I've got 2 of, so 6. Well, duplicates.
That's okay as long as they all spark joy.
This is my keep pile.
Okay.
It's not that bad. That's my get rid of pile. Okay. What? That's everything. In order to find stuff that I actually like and I'm actually going to feel fits with me, I've decided to use a few styling tips. The first major one, and part of the biggest reason why I wanted to do this, I've heard this from a few different people, but specifically I was listening to What We Said podcast, and they were talking about the 3 words to describe your style that will help you choose things that actually fit with you. Before I even chose the words, I made a Pinterest board of different outfits that I felt like I already would wear. And then I also made, within that Pinterest board, a separate, like, smaller board that had outfits that were a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but that I found were really cute and I would like to wear them, and, like, I could imagine myself wearing them. And then I chose my 3 words, which the 3 words that I've ended up narrowing it down to, and of course they could change because, obviously, my style can change and evolve. But right now I have dark, layered, and laid back. Another thing you can do if you're trying to find your words that I just found helpful, look up words that you think of but you're not quite sure if they are what you're looking for, and look up synonyms for that word. Because for me, I looked up the word casual because I was like, I don't really think that my style's casual necessarily, but when I looked up synonyms, I can say that, I found that laid back was one of those, and that ended up being one of my words. There's also things to think about, like color theory, your body type. I don't know a lot about those things, but if you're curious about them, you can obviously do your own research. So for this, I ended up buying a few things online, but I went to Goodwill. So I'm here at a Goodwill, but I didn't think to check the hours before I came all the way here. I dropped off my other stuff at my local Goodwill, but then I've come here to a Goodwill in a bigger area. So they don't open till 11 and it's currently 10:20. While I'm waiting, I've made a list of a bunch of things that I'm going to be keeping my eye out for and kind of looking around for. I think that having the 3 words is really helpful just to at least know what I'm looking for. There's someone next to me. One thing that I want to do is I wanted to get something online. I wanted to look for some gold earrings because the ones I have, like, I actually really like them and I've had them for a very long time, but the gold plating on them has started to like wear off. So I wanted to get some more. And I just now found this set that looks cool. There's also a lightning deal going on right now, so it's only $13 or so, and it's usually $30. So we're gonna add that to the cart. And then also for this next piece that I'm buying online, it's these tear resistant tights that I found. I kept seeing ads on Instagram for this and they got me. So we're gonna find out if they're any good. I also have never really tried styling outfits with like black tights. I feel like it really fits into the new type of style that I'm trying to look at. So I don't have much time now. I actually do have something I need to go and do after this at around 12. So I've got like an hour to try to find stuff in this Goodwill. Let's go. That was one of the most rushed Goodwill trips I've ever done because I got an appointment to go to, but I did get some things that I can show you later, and I might go back after my appointment. It just depends, because honestly the whole point of this is my mindset shift as to how I'm finding the clothes that I'm finding. But like in this little adventure of going in there, I only targeted certain things. Like I looked for a belt, I looked for plaid pants. That's almost as much as I got. Like I didn't even go to like graphic tees, I didn't look at shoes or anything like that. So there is more that could be done, but. We have now arrived at the haul portion of this video. First things first, we're gonna open this package from Amazon. which I am assuming are the earrings. Okay, okay. Ooh, they have a bunch of different ones. Let's try these ones. Okay, here's what we've got. I like them. The one thing I will say is the actual, like the thickness of the part that goes in your ear, I feel like it's a bit thick. But I like that there's a bunch of different kinds, and let's also try these. I feel like I can definitely play around with outfits with these. These ones are fun. All right, next thing. Let's open up these tights. They were not kidding. It is like very sturdy material and also quite stretchy. These I'll try on, and yeah, I feel like I can definitely play around with some outfits. All right, now onto the Goodwill portion. First up, this shirt. It does kind of fit with the elevated look that I was going for, and I actually really like this piece. The next piece is this dark brown like turtleneck type of thing, and when I was wearing this, I also paired it with this belt that I got, and not 100% sure how I feel about it. I think it's fun, but I'm not entirely sure. This piece, surprisingly, one of my favorites that I got. It is simply beautiful, I think. It speaks elevated. I don't think it necessarily goes with laid back, but it is a dark color. Big fan of that one. Now these pants, I like these, but I feel like if I'd had more time in the store, I may have not purchased them, because I tried them on and I think that they're a bit too small on me, to be honest, like maybe a bit too short, which, oh well, like not the end of the world. These I really like, they're very comfortable, and I love the pattern on them. This is probably something that I would wear with like a longer top on top. Maybe even this would be a look. Then these two, I got this one, and then there was also one in this color. So I got both of these. These are really just, they're not like leggings, but they're thicker than leggings. They're kind of jeggings, I guess you could say. And then the last thing is these white pants, which also a huge fan of these. One of the things I got rid of was white pants because there was a little bit about them that I didn't like, but then I ended up getting ones to replace them, so that's perfect. I did have very limited time at Goodwill, which I think if I had more time, it would have been different items I ended up getting, but I'm okay with it. I guess I'm just learning about myself and the things I like, and that is enough for me. So yeah. Okay, time for a little price breakdown. So the Goodwill haul itself cost $58. I rounded it up, so it was under that, but then I rounded up. So $58 for Goodwill. The earrings I got ended out with shipping being $14.31, and then the tights ended up being $41.86. So obviously the tights were the most expensive part, but I do think that it's a good investment, and that brought our total up to $114.17. Thank you for being here, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.